Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. Here's Osman. Boom! He jams it straight down.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Saturansky after the basket by Athens.
Oh, with determination. Key characteristic when you watch Willie play.
This one for three. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Tipped. Hernan Gomez sets a screen.
Hernan Gomez. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
Hey, yo, right here. Athens foul call. Snoop. First personal foul, second team foul.
To the inside, here's Vesely, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Grant, right side. Here's your 7, tipped. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Vesely. There's a screen. Sinks the tray.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. They need this. Can't get the layup.
We get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Launches a three. The shot that time not on target.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Puts up a three. Parker, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's Grant from the arc. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. He's covered by Grant. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Yep, count it.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Grant, the pass to Yurt-7. Osman on the wing. Takes a three. Pure from three-point range. Osman's got 7. Osman's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. He's covered by Grant. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And as we continue through January, here are the latest power rankings. You look at Athens, they're having a little bit of trouble right now, hanging in the middle of the league.
When I look at this visiting team, they're not being questioned any longer. This is a strong team and one that is poised to be a big-time threat moving forward. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Grant with a steal. Here's your 7. Off the mark there with a 3. Now Satoransky. He's got 5. Sinks it from distance. Give him 8 points now.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now here's Satoransky. Give him 8 points now. Over to the wing. There's a screen. The 3. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Just 5 to shoot. Satoransky outside. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Grant from the arc. And he can't get that one. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
An explosive finish for a big man who doesn't always take it to the rim hard.
Yeah, he has the appropriate size to attack the rim, but he usually doesn't.
Well, he found an opening he liked that time and took full advantage of what the defense gave him.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there? Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Outside, Anderson. Let's go with a 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Outside, Brown. And he goes in for the dunk.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Here's none. Here he goes. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Three shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Anderson covers. Second chance shot. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Fires the 3. And there's the drive, and he comes up with a bucket.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Pass to none. Here's the pick. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Great job drawing the foul, and almost converted the shot as well.
So he gets them both.
productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside, Anderson. Defended by Brown. Anderson with a screen on Nunn. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Brown. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
To the paint. Here's Fall. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Hey, here's Nunn for 3. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Anderson can't get it to go. Athens trails by 6. He launches a 3, and Nunn the bucket on the assist by Brown. Nunn's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Brown. Basket counts. Brown's got his second basket of the game. 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Defended by Brown. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
They set the pick. Here's Nunn with the drive, and he dunks it down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Out left to the wing. It could go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Athens up 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And so it's Athens with it. It's a 1-point game. We've got Omer at 7, and it's Grant in at the 2-guard spot. It's deflected.
Oh, that's a big-time contest. Really not a high flyer, but knows how to position himself.
Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez with it. Pass to Satoransky. Beyond the arc. Three-pointer. On target from range. Satoransky's got 11 points.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Wing shot on the way. And another miss by Athens.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
To the middle. Here's Osman. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Vesely. It's hauled in by Athens. Here we go. And here's Grant from the arc. That shot off.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Out to the wing. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Yurtseven's got his 4th rebound in this one. Osman passes to Hernan Gomez. Parker defending. Pass to Osman. The shot no good. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. A tight game here in Milwaukee. He's covered by Grant. Parker left side. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 6 on the shot clock. With the 10-footer. From deep. Parker, no good. On offense, here is Athens. Here's Osman. Sends it home from 3-point land. Osman's got 10 points.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Hernan Gomez on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
He's covered by Grant. Here's Satoransky. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 13.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Hernan Gomez inside. Parker defending. Osman passes to Yurtseven. Banked it in off the glass. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Pass to Satoransky. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Athens.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
On the wing, Grant. The 3. Ooh, a 2-handed power slam.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Satoransky's shot is off.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Grant's shot is off.
Boy, he can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Satoransky outside. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Vesely. There's a screen from the arc. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent. How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Satoransky outside. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Make no mistake, that's a big-time 3.
And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's Athens. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for... being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Defended by Brown. Outside, Anderson. And he converts the layup.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Anderson's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. find some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Athens.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
And for Athens, they set a pick to tie it up. Another shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Shooting for the away team.
That one drops. He ties it up. And so it's Athens with it. Outside none. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Now here's Brown. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
They haven't held the lead for a while.
And B.A., that's why this possession is so big for them. It could be the turning point in the game.
Fires in the triple. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Down low. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Metu. And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Outside, Brown. Shoots. And it goes straight through with a swish. And now a 3-point Athens lead.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Sadaransky passes to Fall. Oh! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
There's the triple. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurt Seven's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Osman.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. And he bangs it home with one hand.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Sadaransky passes to Hernan Gomez. Sadaransky outside. Here's Fall. Parker outside. Just 5 on the clock. Great look, but off the mark.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Osman passes to Hernan Gomez. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. He's covered by Grant. And he lays it up and in.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Pass to Yurt Seven. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Osman. Fires from deep. And that one's off. His 5th miss in 11 tries. This might be a turning point.
Massive possession here. And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter. You're 7. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Satoransky outside. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And he buries it. And that one brings them within 1. 7 seconds left in the 4th quarter here.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And the visitors call time here. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy.
So it's Athens winning this one. What a performance they have here at home today. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. On offense, here is Athens. Right side, none. Back to Osman. Off target at the rim. Here's Papanikolaou. Uncovered. With the tip. Great positioning on the putback.
And Fournier does a good job sneaking in for a second chance.
Pass to none. Here's 7, a screen on Fournier. Hey, here's none for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Papanikolaou. Here's Vesenkov from downtown. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
There's the 3. Here's 7, passes to Osman. Clock at 6. Inside, second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Osman with the bucket.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Panathinaikos. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Three-pointer. They get it again.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Fournier for three. Pass to Vezenkov. Launches a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Vezenkov's got 9.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
Fires the three. It's hauled in by Fall. Fast break, here we go. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
It's good. Fournier against none. And there's a pick. Lets the three fly. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Athens trails by 3. The three is up. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. And here they come. Pass to Fournier. The three. Zenkov controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Hernan Gomez, the pass to Osman. Here's your 7, and he jams it home with authority.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And he throws it down with one hand.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
35 seconds left in the first. Picked his pocket. Fournier with a rebound.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Fades back. Not going to go that time.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit. Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Up by 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And the basket by Brown. Here's Evans. For 3, sinks the tray.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
And for Athens, here's Brown. He's off on the layup. Here's Dorsey. Fires from the corner. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Offensive rebound. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
It's a strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Peters. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Away team foul. Dorsey. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Brown for three. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Brown's gone 1 for 3 from the field here.
Beautiful assist in transition. They beat the defense down the floor. The ball always wins.
Athens trails by 9. They set the pick. There's the triple. Drills it from deep. Brown's got 5.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Blocked! And they're running. Here's Peters. Knocks it down from distance. Peters has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. Peters has got 6 here in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And another miss by Athens. Brown's gone 2 of 5 tonight. A minute 42 left in the half. Here's Dorsey. From behind the arc. Hauled in by Brown.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. That's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. Connects from downtown.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense, and he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Pass to Dorsey. There's 53 seconds left in the second. Uses the glass on the layup. Dorsey's got 5 now.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
They set the screen. And here's Brown for 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Evans. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Evans has got his first 3 points of the game. "24 seconds left in the first half. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Athens shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Good on both.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Count it. Good.
He's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Outside, Brown. Three-pointer, no good. That'll do it for the first half. Leading by 9. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
43.
Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
Oh, he does a lot for this team. Controls the pace, keeps everyone involved, and then...
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for Athens.
To me, it's the...
And that's it for halftime.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Athens trails by 9. Outside, Nunn. Takes the 3. The rebound by Vezenkov.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Releases. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Vezenkov's got 16 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Papanikolaou. Over to the left wing. Pass to Vezenkov. Shot clock at 5. Fournier for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 5.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Puts up a 3. That shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Here's Vezenkov. Hits a three-pointer. Vezenkov's got 5 points now in the quarter.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Hernan Gomez. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And the shot goes down. Vezenkov's got 21 points in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Papanikolaou. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off. Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime? They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
He shoots a 3. Here's 7, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's good. Off the back rim and in. 23 points in the game.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Outside, Nunn. Pass to Osman. Here's Vezenkov. 23 points in the game. Fires away from way outside. They get it back. And there's the screen. Here's Papanikolaou. From outside, off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Elbow shot on the way. And another miss by Athens. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
On target from range.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
That one goes. Count it. Nunn's got 5.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
The shot by Vezenkov, no good.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Osman. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Fall.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Buries it from 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Evans, no good. Athens trails by 20. He buries it from 3. Pass to Dorsey. Lets it go from deep. The shot won't fall.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Oh, got a piece of it. There's a screen. And the layup is good off the glass.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And he makes it.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Hey, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And here's Brown for 3. The shot off that time. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Pass to Evans. Here's Dorsey. 5 on the clock. Knocks down the long J.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And here's Brown for 3. Nails it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Here's Peters. Off target from three-point range. Athens trails by 18. Pass to Dorsey. From downtown. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on rebounding.
And you look around the league. Brent, are small market teams having a moment?
Well, B.A., these teams have done a very good job of positioning themselves well. If you look back over the past couple years, what have they done? Well, they've had themselves a lot of pick, a a lot of good fortune moving up in the draft in some cases. These teams aren't going anywhere.
The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Vezenkov. Fires the three. He drops it from range. Vezenkov's got 15 points in just the second half.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And there's the screen. Here's Vezenkov. Off target from outside. Now here's Nunn. He's closely guarded. The three is up. The rebound by Vezenkov.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Shoots. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtseven's got 7 rebounds in the game. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. The layup off target. Here's Evans. Nunn defends. Here's Vezenkov. And a miss there on the triple. On offense, here is Athens. Here we go. Nunn with a bucket. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Vezenkov. No good with the triple. Fournier against Nunn. Clock at 6. Ooh, powered down with both hands. The visitors with the ball. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Vezenkov. Fires from way outside. Off target. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown
And happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Plenty of space. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Team ball.
Here's Panathinaikos, covered by Parker. Here's Vazenkov, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
For three, Fournier, rebound by Parker.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
He's guarded by Fournier. Off the run, connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Vazenkov. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Parker outside. The three. The shot by Satoransky, no good. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. And when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Three-pointer. Shot by Panathinaikos, no good. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Vazenkov's got 13.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman, Fournier, solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Out to the right wing. It's good from long range. He's got 5.
We'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Fall. Pass to Fournier. Launches it. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. 58 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Panathinaikos. Here's Vazenkov. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he nails the third.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Satoransky. Got a piece of it. And they're pushing it up. The offensive rebound. And Fournier kicks to Panathinaikos. And here's Fournier. He has 6. 4 on the clock. Here's Vezenkov. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
There's the pick. Up in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Up by 9. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Dorsey passes to Peters. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And so out of bounds it goes. And they retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Stolen by Evans. And here's the break. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside. Evans has got his first 3 points of the game.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Abrinas' shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Offensive rebound. From the arc. Peters with the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Here's Laprovitola. Hasn't made one yet. And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. To the right side. Here's Peters. Bangs home the trifecta.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Laprovitola, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Laprovitola's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Dorsey. Good on the three-point shot.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Laprovitola, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Peters. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
From deep, Hernan Gomez. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. On Monday and then on Wednesday. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Peters. And the jumper is on the mark. Peters has got 11.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Abrinas, the pass to Laprovitola. Clock at 6. Back to Abrinas. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Dorsey. No good on the triple. Pass to Abrinas. The three-pointer off the mark. And here they come. Here's Peters. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nailed from three-point land.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Pass to Dorsey. For three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Shoots the 3. A shot off that time.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. There's Abrinas. Good on the triple. Abrinas has got 5 points now this quarter.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Here's Laprovitola. Off target from outside. Pass to Dorsey. The 3 ball. He can't hit that time. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Delivering the blowout. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
I'm giving credit to their front office. They've methodically added talent to their second and third units.
And looking at the players of the month, here are the... That is more than enough of us. Let's...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. They've got Metu. He's out there with Parker. Ball's out there with Sederens. Hits the three-point bomb.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
They've got Fall, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4-man position. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
Vezenkov's got 21 in the game. Puts up a 3. Fall with the rebound. Pass to Vezenkov. From outside, off the mark. Here's Satoransky. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
No good with the triple.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Vezenkov. The long-distance 3 is buried. 24 points for him.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Boy, he's doing everything he can. At this point, the rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
The tray. And no, that doesn't go. He's made 8, but that's his third miss. Parker outside, trains the three-pointer. Parker's got 6.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Got that one up quick.
Fournier saying, you sink one on us, I'm coming right back at you.
Here's Metu. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Satoransky covering. This one for three. Hits it from three-point range.
Three.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Medu. Back to Satoransky. Here's Vezenkov. He's got 24 from deep three-point territory. Panathinaikos dishes to Fournier. Puts up a deep three. Right wing. Here's Vezenkov. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Vezenkov's got 27 points. From deep three-point land. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
For three, Fournier gets it to go from beyond the arc. Fournier's got 6 points in the quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
From deep three-point land. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it. .102 left here in the third quarter. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Connects from three-point range. Satoransky's got 11 points. Here's Vezenkov. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Here's Satoransky. Here's Parker with the three. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Vezenkov. Looking for Fournier and gets it there. The 19-foot shot. Puts up a deep three. Fall with the rebound.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Vezenkov. Parker with the steal. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. He's got 16. Here's Vezenkov. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Abrinas in at the small forward position. Pass to Peters. Over Hernan Gomez. Peters with the bucket.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Abrinas' shot is off.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Puts up a deep three. Was shot by Dorsey, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And he drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
A three. They get the rebound. Pass to Peters. Jacks up a three. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Here's Laprovitola. Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Now Dorsey. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. No good from Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Pass to Dorsey. From deep, Evans. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pulls it up. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Takes the three. Peters with the bucket. Peters has got 19 points.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Dorsey. Fires from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
3 points.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Puts up a deep three. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Peters misses. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. Trying his luck from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Pass to Dorsey. The tray. Rebound by Vesely. Here's Laprovitola, covered by Evans. Laprovitola, no good.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Hernan Gomez, that's a two-pointer. Pass to Abrinas from deep three-point land. That one's not going to go.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
12 seconds left in the game. Fires from way outside. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtseven, and it's Osman in at the 4. Here's Nunn. Cans it from downtown.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Satoransky, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's got 5. Misses in close. About a minute played so far here in the first. Yurtseven kicks to Nunn. Fires from the wing. Yurtseven passes to Osman. Another 3 for Athens.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now, here's Satoransky. Defense right on him. Pass to Vesely. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Defended by Nunn. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Slukas. Satoransky covering. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. There's Slukas. Rebound by Parker.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Lets it go with the 3. Gonna go that time. And now Athens on the break. Here's Hernangomez. And finished off by Hernangomez.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Fires the 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Slukas. Satoransky covering. Slukas passes to Osman. Off target at the rim. Parker against Hernangomez. And it's Parker again missing. Now, here is Hernangomez. Satoransky covering. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Launches it. That shot off the mark. Now, here is Hernangomez. He's covered closely. Got it. Good job in the low post. Hernangomez has got his second basket.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And he dunks it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Knocks down the 3 ball. 8 points for him.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
From outside the arc, Nunn can't get it to fall.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Now, Here's Satoransky. He's guarded closely. Pass to Parker. Over Yurtsevin. Parker's shot is off.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Wide open. Yurtsevin with the bucket.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And here is Satoransky. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And that concludes. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Taking a look at Athens. Hernan Gomez passes to Fall to the wing right side. Here's Abrinas. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Fall. For 3. It's hauled in by Athens. Hernan Gomez covering. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 5 on the clock. Out to the wing. Here's Abrinas. It's hauled in by Brown.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Here's Laprovitola. Scoreless thus far. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Brown outside. There's the 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Pass to Laprovitola. Takes a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
And they get it back. On the wing, Brown fires the 3. They get it back. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops.
At the line for the away team.
And Brown drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Laprovitola.
Number 44. First personal foul. First team foul.
The wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. The long distance 3 is buried. Hernan Gomez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's a screen.
2 minutes remaining.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Laprovitola. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Brown. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
That's tipped.
Both team foul. First personal foul. Third team foul.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half of basketball. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
Pass to Fall. Stripped away. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And he hits it to tie the game up. He's got 6.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Abrinas. Shot clock at 6. Off target with his 3. Now Athens with it.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Athens shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Laprovitola. He's covered by Brown. They need this. The shot that time, not on target. Got it off in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Athens ahead. Up 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here is Athens now. The lead is 2. Parker out there with Medu. And it's Vesely in at the 5 down low. It's tipped. And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin. And it's Lucas in at the 1. Sadaransky offline with his 3. Fires for 3. No good that time. To the inside. Parker against Hernan Gomez. And that one's good. Parker's got himself on the board with 3 there. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Lucas passes to Osman. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
For the 3. The rebound by Medu.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Now here's Parker. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Lucas passes to Nunn. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Medu. Medu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. To the left side wing. The three. And it's Osman missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
It's stolen. Ron Gomez down low. Covered by Parker. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And it's blocked. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. There's Lucas. Sinks the three-pointer. And Athens leads by 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
Pass to Parker from downtown. It's hauled in by Athens. Lucas. Satoransky covering. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
A tight game here in Cleveland. Shoots the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Satoransky's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
None. And Parker with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Picked off in midair. And they're on the break. Here's the 3. It's good from long range. He's got 15.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
There's Lucas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
3 seconds separate the shot-talking game. And the dunk by Parker.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Yurtsevin passes to Lucas. To end the run. The shot misses. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. They're up by 5. And do not... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's a completely new group for Athens. Hernan Gomez out there with Fall, and it's Lapro Vitola in at the point guard position. They grab their own miss, and he goes in for the dunk.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Pass to Fall. Here's Lapro Vitola. He's covered by Brown, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Athens trails by 3. They set the pick, and here's Brown outside. That one, no good. Brown's gone just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. Bringas with the bucket.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Fall. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Athens. 8-point game. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And they were perfect turnover-wise in the first half, but it's all gone downhill from there in this second.
Guys, a chance to add to their lead.
If they get into double digits, that would make it a huge hill to climb.
It's deflected. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Shot clock at 5. Athens needs to get a shot off. Fall with the rebound.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
To the wing on the left. Here's Laprovitola. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
They set the screen. Papapetro. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Three-pointer, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Over to the wing. Defended by none. Pass to Medu. Let's go. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtseven's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Lucas. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Parker finds Satoransky. There's the pick from past the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Athens trails by 3. Here's Osman. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Here's Satoransky. Drains it from beyond the arc. Satoransky's got 12 points in just the second half.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Parker drives in, and the dunk by Parker.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Nunn looking around. Here's the screen. Yurtseven kicks to Osman. Drills it from outside.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the 3-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Satoransky with it. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Hernan Gomez passes to Nunn. 40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. This is a huge possession.
This is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
It counts.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Now, here's Parker. He's defended by Yurtsevin. Here's Medu. Yep, it's good. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. Omer Yurtseven out there with Jetty Osman. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3, small forward. Here's Vezenkov. Fournier up top for 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Down low. Here's Osman. An easy 2 on the layup.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
To the right side. Here's Vezenkov. Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Vezenkov's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Osman, no good. First quarter, just over a minute played. Fournier against none. Here's Papanikolaou. And he goes in for the dunk.
Putting some extra juice on that tomahawk, fellas. No one is going to stop that.
Man, when he's coming in with that level of force, that's just too much right there. Drops in the 3.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
From the arc. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Fournier. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen away. Fast break. Here we go. The 3 ball. The rebound by Vezenkov. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Gets the 3 ball to go. Pazinkov's got 6 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And there's a pick. Pass to Pazinkov. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here at 7, passes to Osman. Counted from distance. He has 7.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Now Fournier. Nunn defends. Launches it. And Fournier gets a 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. Feed the interior, good things will happen.
Outside Fournier. A minute 42 left to play in the first. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Pazinkov. Give him 8 points now. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Fall. The rebound by Osman. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Athens shooting their first foul shot of the night. On offense, here is Athens. Pass to Pazinkov. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Hernan Gomez. No points so far. Can't hit from in close. 1:03 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Pazinkov. Fires for 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Nunn. Over Fournier. And another miss by Athens. And they're on the run. Here's Fall. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
To halt the run. And he sinks the layup. Osman's got 11.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Here's 7, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Here's Pazinkov. They set a pick. And that's not gonna go. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Up 7. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook that, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
So on the floor for Athens. Athens shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Athens trails by 6.
Old team foul. Evans. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside, Brown. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And he banks in the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Chicago. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Dorsey. No made baskets yet.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
First personal foul, third team foul.
Brown looking around. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Athens shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Here's Dorsey. Off target with the 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, swiped away. And here's the fast break. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Here's Evans. Offline with a 3. On offense, here is Athens. Trailing by 2. Let's go with a 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Dorsey. Sends it home from 3-point land.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, everybody in the building was waiting for it.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And so it's Athens with it. It's a 5-point game. Outside, Brown. The 3. That one is off. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. There's a screen. Here's Evans. Here's Peters. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Brown. .114 left in the half. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
They double him with Brown. This one for 3. Evans, that's good. Evans has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And here's Brown for 3. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period. And this kind of 6 slams is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. To the inside. Here's Peters. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Evans. Here's the pick from deep. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Athens trails by 5. Here's the 3. Outside, Brown. Pure from three-point range.
3 points.
Brown's got 13.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
What if it goes? And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. None against Fournier. They set the pick. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Fournier's gotten his second bucket of the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And for Athens, we've got Jetty Osman. Also a Marriott 7 out there. And it's Nunn in at the 2. Has to fall. Here's Vezinkov. 5 to shoot. Sinks it from distance. 16 points for him.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
From outside the arc. The rebound by Osman. Athens trails by 7. Ooh, stolen by Fournier. Pass to fall. Here's Vezinkov. He's covered by your 7. Here's Vezinkov. 16 points for him.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Osman, no good.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Let's go with a 3. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Will it go? They get it again. Here's Osman, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Osman's got 13.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Has to fall. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Three-pointer. He can't get it to go. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Kept alive.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Goes up from the top of the key. Blocked!
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
No good on the triple. Athens trails by 10. You're 7 a screen. Beyond the arc. And they recover it. Six on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And another shot. There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. And that one's good. Vezinkov.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Outside Nunn.
Odin foul. Panathinaikos. First personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 39 left in the third quarter. Hey, from beyond the arc.
They've upped their intensity on defense. A noticeable change from the first half.
Pass to Vezinkov. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtsevens got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Hernan Gomez. There's the block. And they're able to recover. Drains the triple.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Pass to Vezenkov. Fires the 3. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let up.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Osman. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Fires away from way outside. And the ball goes out of play. Unable to keep it in. Athens trails by 11. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Releases from 15. The rebound by Vezenkov. Vezenkov's got 4 rebounds now. Fires from way outside. And they'll get another chance. From downtown, it's hauled in by Athens. Outside none. One second left. Into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Leading by 9. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. The head coach for Athens had some instructions for his guys during the break. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And for Athens.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And adds a...
Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Dorsey. And the 3 off target.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Evans, that's good.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, a chance to check out the upcoming schedule for Athens. On Wednesday, and then on Friday, first one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
From deep, knocks it down from distance. Zenkov's got 28 points for the game.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Good on the second one. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Here's Vezenkov. 3-pointer off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Oh, got that one up quick.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Evans going inside, battles through traffic, and lays it in.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against Light. Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Pass to Vizenkov, and now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And some changes here for Athens. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pure from three-point range.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Hey, here's none for 3. The shot comes out.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
And Dorsey gets it to go.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And the basket is good.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Vizenkov. Hits the three-pointer. Vizenkov's got 18 points now here in the second half.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Jacks up a 3. Offensive board. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Here's Osman, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. The shot by Vizenkov, no good. Athens trails by 9. Right wing. Hey, here's none for 3. The rebound by Vizenkov. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Athens. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hey, here's none for 3. Connects from downtown.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to Fournier. Here's Evans. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's 7 a screen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Intercepted. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clear.
As we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Parker, Hernan Gomez out there with Fall, and it's Satoransky in at the point guard.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Fires from deep. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Hernan Gomez against Fournier. Three-pointer. Satoransky grabs the miss. Parker, right side. It's deflected. Fournier gets a wide open look. No good on the three. Pass to Parker. And the three off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Beyond the arc. That one's good for Vezenkov. Vezenkov's got 6 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Fournier for three. Papanikolaou, the pass to Fall. 6 on the shot clock. For three, Fournier. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Parker. Stolen away. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Satoransky covering. Here's Fall. And here's the fast break. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Outside Fournier. From deep. Nailed from three-point land. He has 6.
Well, he's got the long-range motion going now. Fournier for 3.
Here's Satoransky. Sinks the triple.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide-open 3.
Stolen by Satoransky. High post, Hernan Gomez. Back to Satoransky. From the arc. Fall with the rebound. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Vezenkov hits the three-point bomb. Vezenkov's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Vezenkov's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Driving the lane. Parker outside. There's the triple. Fall passes to Parker. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Fournier. He was all alone on that one.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Parker surveying the floor. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now here's Satoransky. D right on him. 5 to shoot. Fall passes to Parker. Lets it go from deep. Fall with the rebound.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Satoransky covering. Here's Vezenkov. Misses the 3. Parker with it. They set the pick. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that does it for the first quarter. Up by 4. After this break, we'll be back with... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
They've got Metu, and it's Lavro Vitola in at the point. Here's Peters. The 3 ball. Launches a 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Pass to Vesely, all alone. And he hits the jump shot. Vesely's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
They've got Metu, and it's Vesely in at the 5.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Here's Laprovitola, covered by Evans. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Pass to Dorsey. There's a good screen. The 3. Rebound by Vesely. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Laprovitola passes to Abrinas. And it's all evened up. And here's Evans. Still yet to score. Here's Peters. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Laprovitola. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Here's Dorsey. Buries it from 3-point range. Dorsey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Dorsey's gone 1 of 3 from 3-point land. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Laprovitola. Clock at 6. Pass to Vesely. Shoots from the elbow. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Vesely's got 6.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Dorsey. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Here's Laprovitola, covered by Evans. A nice shot by Vesely. He's got 8.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Peters. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Laprovitola, covered by Evans. Laprovitola, no good. 1:20 left to play here in the half. Peters kicks to Dorsey. Pass to Evans. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's the fast break.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
From deep, Evans. The rebound by Medu. Pass to Abrinas. The 3. No good that time. 27 seconds left in the first half. Peters misses. Out left to the wing. Here's Medu. Pass to Vesely. Here's Medu. Here's Laprovitola. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They lead by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And that about wraps it up. And
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Panathinaikos in at the 3 spot. There's Satoransky, and yes, it's good. Satoransky's got 5 points so far. Now, here's Fournier. Falls out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the 2. Traps in the tray. He's got 6.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Vazenkov. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Parker. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Parker's got his second bucket of the night.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
That shot wide open.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Satoransky, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Fall. Back to Hernan Gomez. 6 to shoot. Now here's Parker. Fires the 3. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Panathinaikos, good.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Hernan Gomez has got his first bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, I'm just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
First personal foul.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Satoransky, the layup off target. Satoransky's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Here's Vazenkov. Good on the triple. Vazenkov's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
There's Satoransky. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. To the middle. Shoots. Back to Fournier. A three-pointer is right on target. Fournier's got 9 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Satoransky looking around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Both good from the line that time. Left side Fournier. Pass to Fall. Back to Fournier. Launches it. Power down with both hands.
And talk
talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. Parker outside, sinks the three-pointer. He's got 10. Parker's gone 2 of 4 shooting from three-point land. Here's Vezenkov. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Fires away from way outside. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Puts up a 3. Not happening there. 5 misses now and 13 shots from the floor. Parker outside. Pass to Satoransky. There's the screen. Takes a 3. Kept alive. Out to Parker. He got it up. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Up by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
First personal foul.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Metu, and it's Abrinas in at the small forward position. It's good.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Laprovitola, pass to Vesely to take the lead, and right on target with the swish.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. They set the pick. He takes it in. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Uncovered. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
And the shot goes in.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Well, take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
From deep, Evans. It's good from long range. Evans has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Pass to Metu. Here's Peters, and here we go. Here's Dorsey. They get the rebound on the wing. Evans for the 3, knocks down the 3 ball. Evans has got 6 in the quarter. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Pitches to Abrinas. Shot clock at 6. Vesely kicks to Abrinas. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Vazenkov. It's deflected. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Vesely, and a slam dunk by Vesely.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Vazenkov. Offline with his three. Parker against Fournier. Parker kicks to Vesely. And Vesely slams it in.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lets it go with the three. That one's good. Vazenkov. Vazenkov's got 26.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line in a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Lets the three fly. Setoransky grabs the miss. The tray. Here's Vesely. It's good!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Vazenkov. Here's Dorsey. Here's Fall. For three, Fournier. Nails the tray!
Oh, huge shot from Evan Fournier. He's ready.
Team foul. Dorsey. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now Setoransky. Got it up in time. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so they get the victory here at home. What a show they put.